Welcome. Happy Friday. TGIF. Am I right? This has been such a week. It's the first week of Mercury retrograde. I don't know what's been happening, but I am excited that it's Friday. What about you guys? Let's see who's here. Jackie says, greetings, fine friends. Good morning from another Jackie. Grand Rising, Mo. Hello. Goddess Mo. My goodness. There's that Mercury retrograde. Hello, April. Lori, yes, happy Friday. April says it's been a draining week. Good morning, Debbie. Happy Friday, Christine. Hi, Nancy. Jackie says, kind of weird you're not showing up on my web browser on the laptop. Mercury retrograde. I have a couple stories for you guys before we get started. Hello, Catherine, Kelsey, Patty. Good morning, Greg. And Greg says hello to Darla. She's the cattle dog mix on the couch. Howdy, April. Mimi says hello, Astro friends. Okay, Jackie reloaded. Now I'm there. Interesting. Christine, some crazy things happened in your house. This April had a great week. That's fantastic. I'm very happy for you. Blessings, Jody. Good afternoon, Jenny. Happy Friday, Bonnie. Amber says you've been missing the lives and catching them on YouTube. Thanks for that. You are very welcome. I figured it's free information, you know? Why not? Why not let you guys listen if you can't be here at my time, right? Greg, oh God, Mercury retrograde has been working itself. Interesting. Yeah, I don't normally notice it, I guess. It feels good for me. I don't know what's going on this time. Actually, let me introduce myself for a second. That's Gemma. There she goes. If you are new to me, my name is Jacqui Mancuso. I am a self-studied astrologer and spiritual life coach, and I'm joining you guys from Northern Illinois. Today we're here to talk about what the heck it means to have Venus in Aries, because she did enter Aries. Oh, Gemma's coming back. She's in Aries now. She'll be there for the month. So we'll talk about that in just a second. And then we'll pull some oracle cards to see how to best utilize that energy. Happy Friday, Michelle. Jenny, how many dogs do you live with? I like the way you phrased that. I live with 3 dogs. They live in our home. They're not my pets. I don't know. We cohabitate, right? Sometimes they cook dinner. Sometimes they do the dishes. Melissa says things have been going great. Looking forward to the day. Cool. Greg, we had a power outage on Wednesday, and the audio from my live didn't record. You know, Greg, you know how many technical difficulties I've had in my years on Insight Timer? Everything always works out. Maybe there's a reason why it wasn't recorded, you know. Where is Piston? Piston's over in the corner under the table. I love the way Jenny phrased that too. Yeah. So this morning, Mercury retrograde has been hot in my house this morning. That's the only way that I can explain just the weird communication things that have been going on. Firstly, people have been asking me for years if I'm on Instagram, and I've just been like, no, I don't want to do it. It's another social media. I don't want to do it. And I was meeting with my sidekick, Jackie, yesterday, and she was like, Jackie, you're already posting on TikTok and YouTube, your little shorts, just sign up for Instagram and spread it more. And so this morning I was like, all right, cool. So I went into the app store, and as soon as I typed in Instagram, my left ear started ringing. And I was like, all right, cool. This is a good sign. And so I signed up, and the numbers were working out with everything. I always look at the numbers and the time and the battery percentage on my phone. And I signed up, and my account was immediately suspended because I violated their community standards by signing up. So I don't know. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll what is it called? Challenge this, whatever. And so I tried to go through I can't even remember the word right now. I don't care. And I had to give them my email so they can send me a code. And then I had to give them my phone number, and they were like, yeah, we can't send anything to that phone number. So I was like, whatever, maybe today's not the day. I'll just put this away. Appeal. Thank you, Jackie. I tried to appeal it. And so I like put that down, maybe later, whatever. It's whatever. So then, before I came on here, I'm trying to play like the internet algorithm social media game. So I stitched my own TikTok to make like a preview because I stream live on TikTok while I'm here also. And I made the stitch of a Venus and Aries video I put up the other day. And TikTok automatically gave me a hashtag that I've never seen before, and it's in another language. It's Gaia Untuck Raya. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I don't know if this is a popular tag or whatever, but it was Gaia Untuck Raya, and I'm like, what the hell is this? So I Googled it, and it's Indonesian, and it means styles for kingdom. So I have no idea what that was about, but I just went with it. You know, like I posted my video and I put that on there like, hey, if that gets me views, I don't know what I'm doing. And then I started typing my notes for this, and I was just typing away. And then on the bottom corner of my screen, some weird language keyboard popped up with a whole bunch of different like U's with all the dots and the lines over it. And I was just like, I give up today. Apparently today is going to be the weirdest day ever, so I'm just going with that. Yeah, Diane, Mercury retrograde at its finest. So maybe you guys are having a weird day too. Help me feel better that it's not just my life. Jenny says, that's in your face. TikTok does that to me. Adding the weird hashtags? What does TikTok do to you, Jenny? Greg says, oh, that happened to me for the first time last year too. Known occasional bug. Okay. It was just a weird coincidence with everything else today. Chantel says, Mercury retrograde, my charger breaks and I have no phone for days. This time it happened during the shadow phase. Interesting. Hello, Anik. Nice to see you. IG does a big reach. Okay, you know, I'm stubborn. I'm a Taurus. I'm getting there. I've only been hearing about Instagram for the last like year and a half. Give me some more time. Amber, everyone canceled on you this week. Interesting. Janice, good morning. Just watched J-Lo, this is me. Now you have to check out what they did. Huh. With the astrology signs. What did they do? So anyway, I guess a good thing about Mercury retrograde is that my Aries course was published on Insight Timer. So I've been teasing you guys with this Aries course for the last 2 weeks, letting you know, like, it's coming, it's coming. There's a course that's live now on Insight Timer. I recommend you take this course while the sun is still in Aries until April 19th. It's only a 2-day course and you can take it in one full day. I think it's a total of like 18 minutes of learning. But this course is for you guys to first have a deeper understanding of what Aries energy is all about, and then to use it to embody Aries energy into your life. So while the sun is in Aries, we have access to all this Aries energy, regardless if you're in Aries or not. So after I give you a deep dive into Aries energy, then I tell you how to bring it into your life while the sun is shining in Aries. And then on the 19th-ish, expect a Taurus course to come out. And that's my plan for this year. I'm going to keep going throughout the whole zodiac. So here on Insight Timer, I have the audio versions, and then on my Patreon page, I have video versions, which come with ecstatic dance before and after the lesson. I have a video presentation so you can see what I'm talking about with fun pictures, and then I always add a blooper reel at the end of my video versions because why not? It's just a fun little thing to laugh at, right? Goddess saw that, bookmark to start tomorrow. Awesome, thanks Goddess. Christine says it's fabulous. Nancy, you're in Aries, the very end on April 19th. Awesome. Janice says they have people like Jane Fonda, Trevor Noah, and others plaguing the actual signs. Okay, that sounds funny. I usually don't get down with like pop culture, but that might be fun to watch. Goddess, may the 4th be with you. I have to make that joke, I'm sorry. My dad was a huge Star Wars guy. So we're here today to talk about Venus entering Aries. Venus is in Aries today, April 5th, until April 29th. She's already there. So Venus represents what we value, and Aries represents the self. So if we put 2 and 2 together, from April 5th to the 29th, Venus is giving us the energy to find our personal value, to truly accept our worthiness in our worlds. Joe says you're a fireball Aries on the 12th. I love it. Ivana has Venus in Aries. This is going to be a beautiful time for you with your Venus return. So Venus is joining the Sun, Mercury, Chiron, and the North Node in Aries. So whether we're consciously aware of it or not, we have been shining our true selves out to the world with the Sun in Aries since March 19th. The Sun shining, Aries, our true selves. We have been communicating Mercury, our true selves, to the world with Mercury in Aries since March 9th. He's now retrograding back through Aries to see if he still believes everything he's been saying and thinking. Nonetheless, Mercury is in Aries. The North Node has been in Aries since July. And this has been pulling us toward some personal destiny, something that only we have the power to create for ourselves, with ourselves, by ourselves. And Chiron has been in Aries since 2018. I'll talk more about Chiron on Monday because he is a ginormous, prominent player in Monday's upcoming solar eclipse. But Chiron in Aries is showing us how our own healing journey has served a purpose and how we can utilize our lessons to help heal others. So now, Venus is joining in the party in Aries. We've already been shining as ourselves. We've already been speaking and thinking as ourselves. And when Venus joins the party, she makes it all make sense. She brings the value. She brings the why. So this feels like, and I'm just going to focus on the Sun and Mercury because they're the faster transiting planets. The North Node has been here since July. He'll be here until January. Chiron has been in Aries since 2018. He's going to be there till 2026. So let's just sit with the Sun and Mercury because this is what's timely. So the Sun entered Aries on March 19th. Mercury entered Aries on March 9th. And it feels like these two planets were just following their instincts. And I feel like you might be saying to yourself, I don't know why I'm sharing this, but I'm going to share it now. Or I don't know why I want to make this choice because I want to make it, but I'm feeling really pulled to make this choice for myself. So now that Venus joins in with these two planets, she can help us see why we value ourselves so much. She helps it all make sense. Why we've been wanting to put ourselves first. Sophia, I did think about you when I wrote that first quote. I wasn't only talking about you. This resonates for everyone. So Venus is going to be helping us develop an understanding that you've been wanting to put yourself first because you're the shit, because you're awesome, because you're worth it, right? And even if you've been having a hard time swallowing that truth, that you can do whatever you want because you deserve it, because it is so, because I say so, and so it is. If you've been having a really hard time feeling into that energy, Venus in Aries will help you do so. Especially, so she's going to be there till April 29th. But Venus is going to meet up with Mercury retrograde on April 19th. So from now until she meets up with Mercury on the 19th, there might be an undertone of understanding. It's like you know it in your soul that you're awesome and your instincts are pulling you in that direction of putting yourself first, valuing your opinion, valuing your birthrights, your independence. And you know it in your soul, but not yet in your head. Consciously, it's still not clicking. But when Venus and Mercury have their chat on April 19th, the mind will start to catch up with your body's knowing, with your soul's knowing, with your true self's knowing. So in general, Venus in Aries is going to help us value ourselves, value our sovereignty, value this is what I want, and that's okay. I get to have what I want because I'm not trying to make anyone else's life harder. I'm just trying to live my best life. I'm just trying to be my best self. So we have that energy available until April 29th. Anik, this definitely doesn't click for me. I try. Perhaps, Anik, you can set an intention specifically on April 19th. That's when Venus and Mercury will meet up, and that's the same day that the Sun enters Taurus. That's the day before Jupiter and Uranus have their conjunction, which is pretty huge. But on April 19th, set the intention to consciously understand your value. That might be a really good way to phrase that. Please help me consciously understand my value. Nicole's photographing a wedding on 4/19. That's awesome. I want to see what I wrote. Mercury retrograde. I'm reading my notes from last Friday when I did that whole April looking ahead. Venus wants to give you tools and resources and valuable items. Meeting up with Mercury retrograde is another remembering of what you already have. Finding a tool that was buried for years. Maybe that tool is going to be your worthiness, your sense of deserving the life that you desire. Michelle says it's just what I need. This resonates deeply with Sophia. Oh, happy early birthday to Michael, Bonnie. Hubby's birthday is tomorrow. What else are you guys saying? Christine, oh my God, I'm doing that now. Doing something big for myself, and my hubby thinks I'm crazy. And that's okay. You don't need everyone else's permission to live the life that you want. I know I said that like a question because I was checking myself to see like where I might be misspeaking. But you don't need anyone else's permission to live the life that you want. It gets really tricky in marriages and in like very intimate connections. Anik likes homework. Awesome. Nancy with that Aries stellium, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, and the Sun. This is going to be a big time for you. With all these planets transiting over Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, the Sun. Greg, consciously understand my value. Or you can always change it to the word inner stand. I really like that word, inner standing. I went through the last few years of like actually breaking down words and figuring out what I'm saying. And when you understand something, break it down. Understand, standing under. You don't want to be under this knowledge. You want to bring it into you. I'm standing in myself with this knowledge, understanding. This is why I never say good morning. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I always start this with welcome because I don't want to say good morning. I don't want to start my sessions morning something, and I don't want to invite you into hell with a hello. So I've been saying welcome because that seems to be the best. Diane says grand rising. That just doesn't flow off my face. That's not a Jacqui-ism. I've tried that, but Sophia found yourself last night laying on the sofa, eyes closed, basking in how much the universe loves me. That's an amazing part of life to get to. And it's okay if you're not there yet. It's like this. I feel like that sometimes, and then other days I'm just like, why is it so hard? Why did I sign up for this? And then other days it's like, yes, I'm so loved. Jenny, this is all explaining what the F I'm doing right now and when I'm gonna understand it. Set the intention, you got it. Goddess, that's my entire theme for this year. Look at that. Jacqui, you could say that again about marriages. It's a fun learning experience. It's a fun learning experience. Christine, I do for this because I want to look at a house, my dream old house built in 1840. Remember to let him go through that emotional wave. If he says no right away, it doesn't necessarily mean no. It means not right now. Greg, no marriage experience here, so I'll take your word on it. Yeah, Greg, morning versus morning, right? With or without the you, but it's still the same word, abracadabra, right? As I speak, so it is. So if I'm speaking morning, who cares about the spelling? It's being spelled through my mouth. Yeah, I just got really into stuff a few years ago. I kind of went down a bunch of rabbit holes and I started rethinking, like, what am I doing? And I've always been particular with words. I don't know. All right, guys, we're going to pull some oracle cards today. I have 2 different decks, and we're going to ask 2 different questions. April, is it odd that I'm feeling this strong pull to really step into body care, cleansing, exercising, etc.? April, I'm going to help you learn astrology yourself. Venus values Aries, the self. So we just started, especially today, like Venus just walked into Aries today. So I don't think that that's odd at all, that you're valuing yourself. Diane, right. Hello is another one. Yeah, I don't like inviting people to hell as soon as I see them. What's up? You want to go to hell? Jenny, what you said about saying no is what I've just realized about my Taurus partner. It means I'm overwhelmed, come back later. Yes. I'm referencing the human design. Christine and I were talking the other day, and I realized that I have the exact same human design as her husband. So I was trying to teach her, like, this is how I process things, and this is all of that. And manifestors do not like being asked to do stuff. Manifestors do not like being told to do things. Manifestors work best with being informed. I'm a manifester, and I'm trying to understand it so I can help my husband understand it. And we've been playing with things, and it's like, if he asks me, like, hey, can you do this? My immediate response is no, because that's not what I was thinking about right now. But hold on, give me a second. But then when he comes to me and he just presents information, hey, we're out of milk. I'm like, oh, great, I'm going to put that on my grocery list. But it's just it's such a subtle response. And I felt like guilty about that for a very long time in my life before I knew what human design was. But when people ask me to do stuff, I'm always rolling my eyes first, like, man, I really don't want to do that. But then I am such a caring and giving person when I'm the one initiating it. Jenny, he's a manifester too, so all this clicks. Yeah, the human design is great. I've been like being pulled over and over and over into that direction, so I wouldn't be surprised if I would start teaching more about the human design here. So just saying. This is how to work with creatives too. Yeah, here's an idea. What do you want to do with it? Christine informed him that you are looking at this house. Love it. Greg, I look at word origins since that's where the energetic meanings come from. Love looking up the roots of words. Yes. Okay. What is Venus helping us value within ourselves? Even Darla's like, come on, Mom, let's move on. Let's do something else. Quit yapping. Gene keys, yes. Astrology and human design. Astrology is in the human design. Human design is a blend of 4 modalities. But I've heard a lot about the gene keys. I'm actually in the middle of a book about the I Ching. That's one of the other human design things. There's a part of me that feels like I have to understand the I Ching first. Anique's been moody, sloth, difficulty motivating, and feel like withdrawing from the outside world. Don't want to check emails, make calls, etc. Also very tired. Anique, it's Mercury retrograde. You know, sometimes it's okay to not be performing and doing and outputting. I'm learning that for myself, too. Nice, Jenny's taking a course about the gene keys. All right, so I could go off on a million tangents, but I do want to get to the oracle cards. We're going to ask the Tree of Life oracle. What is Venus helping us value within ourselves? Specifically from April 5th today until April 29th, as she finishes her transit through Venus. So what is Venus helping us value within ourselves? I always do group readings, so feel free to send your energy into this deck. What is Venus helping us value within ourselves? If you are new to me, the way that I do my readings is I let 3 cards fall out of the deck for us. The whole reading is for you. The readings always like beautifully blend together. It's beautiful. Every time it happens, I'm always just like, again? However, I'm going to show you the backs of the 3 cards once they fall out. And that's for you to use your own intuition to see if any message seems stronger to you. And there's no right or wrong way to see if something is stronger. Everyone experiences their own intuition in different ways. So just because your friend gets a ringing in her ear doesn't mean that that's going to happen to you. Your intuition can speak to you literally in any way. Like right now, my furnace is running. If I were to hold up a card and then my furnace turned on, it'd be like, oh, okay, like that card has something for me. If I hold up a certain card and like something happens in your body, you sneeze, you fart, your stomach grumbles, you feel an itch. I have an itch as I said that. That can mean that card has like a extra meaning for you. So really whatever. There's no right or wrong way. If something's different, that's my clue to just say, okay, that's something. Hello, Rose. Very nice to see you. We are asking, what is Venus helping us value within ourselves this month? I'll show you the backs of the cards, and then let us know in the chat which cards resonate with you. Here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Let us know in the chat which cards are resonating, and I'll show them one more time just in case. Here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Nicole, you said 1 and 3. My parrot made silly noises on those 2. Parrots and talking birds are all over my TikTok feed right now, and I so badly want one. I know it's just not the right time. I don't have the time to commit to a parrot, but they are amazing. The noises they can make with their mouths, oh my gosh. All right, Ginger 2, Jennifer all 3, Greg 2, Anique 3, April 2, Tatiana all 3, Jackie 2, 3, 1. Felt it 10 minutes ago and confirmed when you showed the cards. Lovely. Diane 1. Oh, the chat keeps jumping. Leah all 3, please. Nicole 1 and 3. Melissa 2, Michelle 2, Rosemary 3. Patty, card 2, got the thought. There are 2 sides to every card. Interesting. Got us all with more emphasis on 3. Ivana 3, Chantel 2, Stacy 1, Suzanne 2, April 3, Mary Alice all 3, Jenny 3, Mimi all 3. Jenny, the cat closed a door and the dog freaked out on 3. Must be an important message. Interesting. Karen 2, Lori all 3, Bonnie 3, Christine 1, sigh, 2, smile, 3, bigger smile. Maybe there's something in 1 that you're meant to let go of so that you can enjoy 2, and then 3 even more. Christine, blessings, sunshines. I yawned with 2. Cool. Kelsey 3, small message on 1. April all 3. Kay, yes, I did already do the second showing. Tracy, heater came on 1. That's so interesting. I've never used it as an example before. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So, I just want to tell you guys, I'm not that familiar with this deck. So some of the words that are in this deck I am going to butcher. Just know that. I don't mean any disrespect to the Tree of Life. It's not my thing. But I'm part of this card deck club. That's why I have this deck. I get 3 decks every 3 months. It's through Hay House, if you guys want to look into it. It's just fun to get these fun little decks, and like sometimes this resonates. But yeah, I am not a Tree of Life lady, so if I mispronounce things, which I do all the time, and you guys are very polite at correcting me, just go with it. Amber, I love the structure of your sessions. Thank you. April also has this deck. Another April. Wait, there are 3 Aprils here. Sorry, but that's rare. April's also in that club. Yeah, I do like it. I do like it, especially because I literally work with these cards. This is my profession. April's in the house. All right, guys. What is Venus helping us value within ourselves? Becca's frozen. Is anyone else frozen? I just want to make sure. Fine. Okay. Maybe she'll come out and come back in. This is why I record these. Card number 1 brings us the Tree of Life. Venus is helping us value the Tree of Life. This is the first card in the whole deck. Map, support, connection. This card shows the central organizing system of Kabbalah. The map, if you'd like. Oh gosh. The Sephiroth and paths hold one another in place. Take one away and the whole system would crumble. The glyph for the Tree of Life often feels oddly familiar to those who have never seen it before. It is a geometric shape that holds all there was, all there is, and all there will be. This card is bringing the map to your consciousness for a reason. As with all maps, it can show you where you've been, where you are, and where you're going, and how to get there. Take some time to consider the position you find yourself in. Ask where you want to be and which experience or path will get you there. Being fully present with the choices you make is something that brings a magic of its own. You cannot take control of your life without it. You are your own tree. Acknowledge the way this form vibrates within you, and as you do, you can bring your physical, emotional, and spiritual being into alignment. Understand what's no longer serving you, and adjust. There could be issues of support, or lack of it, in your life right now. Look at the image and ask where that lack comes from. What personality or soul archetype is in play, and how to best address it. So to activate, this says, imagine you have this symbol behind you. Feel it on your body and move your mind through the spheres. Sense which feel comfortable, which feel out of sorts, which you're drawn to, and which you are reluctant to spend more time with. Ask yourself why. Study, meditate, follow your intuition, get to know your own tree. So in general, we asked, what is Venus helping us value within ourselves? I take this as all parts of ourselves. The comfortable parts, the uncomfortable parts, the things that we already know we're wonderful with, the things that we might be ashamed of. Venus is helping us value our entire being, right? The Neptune in ourselves, the Saturn in ourselves, the Mars, the Mercury, the Earth, the Moon, every single part of you. I feel like Venus is going to help you get the wide picture of why you are the way you are. Even if there's things that you feel like should be different, they're not. They're never going to be because you are you. So Venus is going to help you value the whole. But I really do like this idea. If you feel drawn, perhaps take a screenshot of this, or you can look up the Tree of Life on the internet. But I like this concept of feeling into your body, right? Feeling into this Neptune spot, and then feeling into this Uranus spot, feeling into this Saturn spot. And even if you're not an astrology guru, right? Even if you're like, okay, Venus feels interesting, but I don't know what Venus means, do a little bit of internet research. You literally have the whole world of knowledge at your fingertips 24/7. And you don't need to be an expert to look for keywords, right? That's how I started learning astrology. I would just look something up, I would take what resonated, leave the rest, and then the more I dove into it and dove into it and dove into it, new parts would unlock. So, in your own physical body, you know, are you having an issue with your body right now? Is your shoulder out of alignment? Are you having heart issues? Are you having digestive issues? Look at the spot on this tree of life, and perhaps whatever is represented by the tree of life in that part of you has some answers for you. So, Earth is on the bottom, Moon, this is Venus, this is Mercury, this is the Sun, this is Mars, this is Jupiter. Hang on, I can't see this. Oh, okay. This is Pluto in the middle with the throat. This is Saturn. This is Uranus. This is Neptune. So, if you need to know what the glyphs are. Looks like the human design body graph. It does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 on here. There's 9 on the human design. This book spells Kabbalah with a Q. Can you guys see it right there? I don't know. Kabbalah with a Q. And I know that the human design uses the Kabbalah with a K. I don't know if they're the same. I don't know. Mars and that shoulder doing too much. That's the right shoulder. That's the right shoulder doing too much. Too much masculine. Left shoulder be Jupiter. Yes, Jackie. And that was not good English. left shoulder be Jupiter. Yes, the left shoulder would be Jupiter. Christine, that's my map. This makes complete sense to me. Nicole, your bedding and curtains have the tree of light, tree of life. Yes, Greg. All the energies of the sky are within us. Yeah, everything's a metaphor. Everything you learn is a metaphor for understanding yourself, understanding yourself. A pain in my Mars shoulder kept me up last night, Rachel. Interesting. Maybe do a little bit of research about Mars. Just start looking it up and look for keywords. And like, if something resonates, just take that. You don't have to understand the whole thing to know what is speaking for you. Seems like Neptune is the ruler for me. Interesting. Jenny, sorry, I know you've said before, which website do you suggest for the human design chart? I've been using My Body Graph, mybodygraph.com. The throat was Pluto, Tatiana. The throat is Pluto. A lot of Mars shoulder, a lot of right shoulder stuff, huh? Good morning, Stephanie. Okay. So Venus is helping us value the whole thing. The whole thing. Left hip, I would call that either the moon or the earth, because the pelvic region of this is just centered. So actually, if it's left, that would be like Venus, because Venus is on the left side. Yeah, maybe Venus and moon. That seems more hip. Venus and moon. Scratching in my throat lately. Interesting. All right, guys, what else is Venus helping us value within ourselves? Card number 2 brings us the 16th path, which is the Hierophant. Loyalty, kindness, guidance. This is Taurus in astrology. It's a path that marries your higher and lower self and is the beginning and end of who you are and why you are here. It calls you to act to claim your blessings. Action will release them. A holy person in beautiful robes blesses 2 souls who are seeking his guidance, seeking to uplift their soul connection through his teachings, and their own willingness to bring those teachings into being. I guess itchy nose on this one, sorry guys. Wisdom is something that may be lacking in some of the teachings you receive, and seeking it out may not be as easy as using a search engine. This card's calling me out. It calls you to sit with the words and images as if they feel like a blessing or a sales pitch. There's something going on in my face. It's like this card doesn't want me to read it. Dog hair in my mouth. Sorry, guys. It calls you to sit with the words and images and ask if they feel like a blessing or a sales pitch. It may also come from spirit guides that enter your life at this time, or your own inner radar. It's never a bad idea to check how things feel before making your next move. This card suggests that you do just that. Stubbornness could be an obstacle to growth, so go beyond petty personality matters to a soul source. This may mean backing down or standing firmer. You will know which. Questions about your security in life may be raised now. Be honest about finances. Meditate on this card to learn how you can bring abundance your way. To activate the Hierophant, what connection do you have with your spirit guides? Strengthen it, reconnect, or find your guides through meditation or contemplation. Don't discount earthly teachers. We are all spiritual beings, so in truth, everyone is a spirit guide. Tough questions may bring even tougher answers. This is a place of plain speaking. Be honest. So Venus is helping us value the spiritual teacher within ourselves. Venus is helping us recognize that we have all the answers inside that we seek. We might not need to turn to the internet. We might not need to turn to earthly teachers. It's not saying to stop doing that. It's saying to recognize that, like, it's all the same, right? You are what I am, and I am what you are. So whatever you're searching for outside of yourself, it's equally inside as well. So if you have no idea what these symbols mean, meditate on one of them, right? Meditate on it. If you're feeling something in a certain part of your body, you know, like maybe your right elbow feels great, and you're like, man, what is that little circle with a line, with a hat? Like, what does that mean to me? In my right elbow, what does that mean to me? And just sit with it and trust your inner guidance. Venus in Aries is helping us value our own spiritual teacher inside. Greg, can you reread the claim your blessings sentence? If I can find it. I can't find it. Where was it? Beginning, middle, end? I would love to read it. I'm just not finding it. Yeah, I near the top. I do not see those words, claim your blessings. Here, you want to take a screenshot? Right now I can't find it. Is it legible at all? Oh, look, it's page 88. I like 88. 88's abundance. Darla is dreaming. Yeah, Darla was going nuts, and now she's waking up. Greg, it calls you to act to claim your blessings. Action will release them. Oh, thank you. Jacqui, you have the world's best memory. Now I see it. It's a path that marries your higher and lower self and is the beginning and end of who you are and why you are here. It calls you to claim your blessings. It calls you to act to claim your blessings. Action will release them. Michelle, this is your card. Christine, this is blowing your mind. Greg, too. Goddess, too. Love it. Love it, love it. Patty, this is the Tree of Life Oracle. Oh, Jackie, you have the booklet in front of you. Just let us think that you have the world's best memory. You didn't have to negate that. Yesterday was 8/8. The date was 4/4. 2024. Yeah. 8/8. Yesterday could have been 4/4/4/4. 4/4/4/4. What else is Venus helping us value within ourselves? We're valuing the whole picture. We're valuing that the guidance is within. Card number 3 brings us the 28th path, the Star. This is hopes, inspiration, and dreams. This is Aquarius in astrology, a sign known for its uniqueness and views on life. Some place the Emperor here. Investigate both cards and go with what feels right for you. That's interesting because the Emperor is related to Aries energy. And in astrology, okay, if this goes over your head, just leave it. But in astrology, Aries and Aquarius, they work well together. They are in sextile to each other. They're 60 degrees away. And that's a supportive aspect. So interesting. Venus in Aries is helping us value the Aquarius part of ourselves. The symbol for Aquarius, the water bearer, pouring heavenly inspiration, moving her dreams into being a constant stream of connection. Use your energy to manifest your dreams. What an open statement that is. What does it really mean? This card suggests that this is a good time to do what you need to do to be clear about your dreams and how your own unique qualities are going to turn them into reality. All you need to do is visualize them, right? That's an illusion. Without action, without pouring them onto the actual earth, they may remain in the worlds of one day, maybe. You are being asked to experiment with new ideas, test out some theories, and sort through what works for you and discard what doesn't. For you are the most important words. You're likely to face situations that make you aware of your own gifts, things nobody else can do as well as you do them. Use them to reach new heights and move closer to your dream date, job, or hairdo. You are also likely to shift your attitude to a situation or other people under this energy. That's a sign of personality growth and soul calling. To activate this card, nature is a part of this path. Being with her can really help you clear your mind and hear your inner being. The positive energy brought to you through the green worlds feeds into your subconscious to remind you of your link to all there is and all that can be. This just wrapped it up in one little package, right? Okay, so Venus is helping us value that we can bring our dreams into reality. This card called you out on, are you only visualizing or are you acting on bringing your blessings to life? And by visualizing, by acting, you are connecting yourself to all that was, all that is, and all that will be. Mic drop. I can't say anything else. That's it. So Venus is helping us value our whole picture because we have all the guidance that we need within. So whatever it is that you've been dreaming about, whatever it is that you've been visualizing, you're worth it. So start taking action steps towards it. Start acting like you deserve it. Stop wishing and start doing. Can you guys hear the YouTube ad behind me? Sophia, this feels personal. If you guys were in my Embody Astrology lunar events yesterday, this card was making me feel that Chiron energy so strongly. And I can't wait until Monday to tell everyone else about what's going on in the solar eclipse. Stephanie, we do April angel number, meaning of 16. That was the Hierophant, the 16. You are being invited to upgrade your choices and move toward experiences that support your joy and purpose. Let go and move forward. And then card number 28. Your angels want to give you a high five as they recognize your commitment to being a light in the world. Well done for facing your fears. Facing the fears of it doesn't have to live in here, right, in the astral realm. It can live in reality, but you got to do the work. This is what co-creating with the universe is. There's equal time for visualization, meditation, asking, wishing, praying. Equal time for making it happen in your life, choosing to change your actions so that you are in alignment with what you want. Yeah, synchronization is truly inspiring. Greg, I'm in the middle of testing a new session format. Love the concept of seeing action as testing and refining instead of gotta get it right. Yeah, trial and error. Greg, what's your profile in the human design? What are your numbers? Do you have a 3 line? 1, 3. Trial and error, bro. Trial and error is your motto. Yep. You have to. That's part of what yeah, that's the 3 line. If any of you guys have a 3 line in the human design, I've been like real excited about that. I keep finding 3 people. Yeah, trial and error. Sorry that you got to keep failing, but it's how you learn the best. Thank you so much, Christine, for your donation. It's very much appreciated. We're going to pull one more card from one more deck. And, you know, guys, everything always works out. I pick my questions. So I write my notes, I intuit the questions, then I pull the cards. And this is like the second time in a row, maybe not the third, it's the second time in a row that this first reading sets me up to ask the next question that I predetermined before we got on here. So this card was getting me real excited about Monday's eclipse. And the second question I want to ask today is a message to prepare for Monday's eclipse. Magic. Life is magical, right? So we're going to use the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle to ask a message to prepare for Monday's eclipse. Christine, you do not have a 3 line. Christine, you are a 6-2. A message to prepare for Monday's eclipse. Christine, you might have a 3 line elsewhere in your chart, but that is way too advanced for where you are right now. You don't need to worry about it. Let's focus on the 6 line and the 2 line, Christine. All right, go ahead and ask your highest guides or whoever you want to connect with for a message to prepare for Monday's eclipse. And I figured we could do this today because it is such a monumental moment, and I'm not going to talk about it fully until Monday morning. And that'll be about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. That'll be about 5 hours before the eclipse happens that I'll be here to talk about it. But you can prepare this weekend. You can start to select your intentions. You can start to maybe intuit what sort of ritual you might want to do on Monday, if anything. So, a message to prepare for Monday's eclipse. 1 card for all of us. Goddess, thank you so much for your donation. Very much appreciated. If you guys have been enjoying today's session, oh my gosh, that was like a 180 turn. If you would like to offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation, they're always appreciated. If you are not trying to give all your money to Apple and you would like to donate a different way, in my Insight Timer teacher bio, I have a link, and there are additional donation formats there. PayPal and Venmo, if you don't want to do the Apple thing. It's up to you. What I want to do, actually, I had this idea last week and I forgot to mention it, and I just want to say it out loud before I start doing it. But when you guys donate through Insight Timer, I always send a little thank you note, and it's starting to feel repetitive that I keep saying the same things. Like, I don't know how else to show my appreciation. So last week, I just felt this urge to open up my Oracle book and like find a message for someone. So I'm going to start doing that. If you guys give a donation through Insight Timer, your thank you message will be a intuitively selected message sentence from a book. So just know that. That's what I'm going to be doing. If you haven't yet followed me on Insight Timer, please consider doing that so you can see when my classes come up. Next week, I'll be here. Let me double check. Next week, Monday, Wednesday. That's it. Next week is Monday, Wednesday at 8:15. All of my links, anytime I talk about a link, you can go into my Insight Timer profile, like the teacher page, and then you go to the About section, and there's one link there. Just click on it, and then that is my link tree. It has all the things that I'm talking about, easily identifiable. I try to make it really easy for you guys to find what you're looking for. Greg is psyched. You could just feel the energy of the eclipse. This card flew out instantly and it went like right behind my chair. So I don't know what that means. I haven't even looked at the front of the card yet. I just have it on the back. Bonnie Pitchin. Okay. April, really? I didn't need it, but I haven't ever received one, but I know you're super busy. Are you talking about a message? I type thank you to every person who ever donates because it's, yeah, I really do appreciate you guys sharing your energy. D, different dog today? Driving to see the eclipse Sunday and Monday. The path of totality is a couple of hours away. Excited. Darla's our original dog, and then some days my orange dog Gemma is there. Some days Piston, the white dog, is there. Yeah, I'm not sure where you can see that gratitude page. If anyone else knows, I would appreciate if you could let April know where she can see all the messages I've sent her already. All right, guys. Tracy, I don't know if I said thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. It's in the notification area, Greg. Thank you. Cool. All right. A message to prepare for Monday's eclipse. Hello, Pavani. It can get buried, yeah. All right. This is pretty cool. Again, this is from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. And to prepare us for Monday's eclipse, we were given the Star Being Healing Codes. Important information: wounds are healed, recharging. Chiron, guys, wounds are healed. Chiron is conjunct, exactly conjunct. The wounded healer, if you guys don't know who Chiron is. There are many names for star beings, such as ETs, star people, star ancestors, sky people, and more. Whatever they are called, they are divinely inspired, evolved beings existing in dimensions that we can't comprehend. They are overseers of the cosmos, and like angels, are divine expressions of the heart of Source, who are dedicated to the well-being of the entire universe. They aren't limited by time or space, for they are from a higher dimension. Their frequency healings are received on a spiritual level and can then move through our energy centers to affect the physical. Just saying. These cosmic beings are our interplanetary cousins and are now coming to many souls on Earth in support of healing, expansion, and harmony. Star beings exist in multiple forms and come from many different universes, but this card is a gateway that transports us to one of their healing sanctuaries. It is a gateway that is open to many different star beings, and so it doesn't stipulate which cosmic race is coming to us, but we will be receiving healing codes directly from cosmic guides. The healing can be emotional, physical, or spiritual. However it comes, know that it is a great blessing. This deck comes with a way to connect, and I rarely read it, but I'm going to read it today. So to connect with these star being healing codes, say, Thank you, star beings of healing, for placing your hands of light upon my being and guiding me back to my whole and healed self. If the world seems overwhelming or intense at this time, know that it's okay for you to retreat to a safe space to cleanse and recharge your energy. You may feel called to be a healer for others and share healing with the world, but please ensure you are balanced and filled up with light first. This is not the time for you to sacrifice your own well-being in order to serve others. Light beings are placing their hands upon you now, filling you with divine light that will wash away any blockages or stagnant energy standing in the way of your freedom and wholeness. Star beings are channeling healing codes and frequencies into your being, and it's important for you to stay alert for any intuitive guidance about your body so that you can be restored to health once more. Okay, Anik, yes, I was going to say your name when it says it's okay for you to retreat to a safe space. So a message to prepare for Monday's eclipse, this said so much. You have to take care of yourself if you want to be a healer to everybody else. You are step one. You are priority number one. If you are not fully respectful of yourself, if you are not fully okay with receiving healing yourself, you are not going to be of best service to the world. And yes, I'm speaking to myself as I'm saying this right now. It's okay to recharge. It's okay to take a beat. It's okay to meditate because that's where you're going to get all your messages. This card was talking about allowing these star beings to come and heal whatever needs to be healed right now. Because you've got to prepare yourself, because we'll talk about this on Monday, it's time. It's time to use what you have learned through your healing journey to start helping others. It's time. New moon solar eclipse conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer. You've done a bunch of work to get yourself to where you are now. Allow these star beings this weekend especially to clear you out. Ask them to remove any blockages, ask them to remove any fears, to remove any self-doubt, fill you up to continue to heal what still needs to be healed just that little bit more. Because this next upcoming 6 months is really a time of like, all right, this is how I've healed myself. This is how it might be able to help you guys. For everyone. Everyone is feeling this energy. And I don't know how it's going to come out for all of you guys, but this rest this weekend. Take it in. Take it in. April, wowza, great card. Greg, can't make this stuff up. No, you can't. No, you can't. Jackie says, I'm feeling that call to take care of me. Me too. I have been. I've been doing more now than I have in a while, and it still feels good. Jenny, this makes so much sense. Been isolating and snoozing all week. Percolating future endeavors. Yes, Melinda, wow. Message heard loud and clear. Goddess, message received. Sophia, okay, I'm listening. Sovereign, 100%. Stephanie, I keep seeing this green and blue star balloon at work the last 2 days. Helium balloon tied down, but somehow I got tangled up in it. Now I'm seeing and hearing stars here too. Love it. What does green and blue mean to you? What does green and blue mean to you, Stephanie? Meditate with that. You know, you do have all the answers inside yourself. Maybe you don't need to do an internet search on what green and blue are. Greg, this card excites me. Put myself first. Thank you. Venus in Aries, value the self. Thank you so much, Amber, for your donation. Tatiana's time for self-love and self-care. It's always time for that, but now it's being like screamed at us. Look at the colors. Hang on. Hang on. You guys see the colors in here? It's like that violet and gold. Just saying. Stephanie, with my shoulder hurting, I really need to rest. Always overdoing. My word for this year is freedom, and this card talked a lot about freedom. I love that. Sophia, I'm blown away by the alignment with yesterday's reading. Life is magical. Life is magical. Tatiana, fill your cup first. Leslie, your dog in the background is a great example of rest. Yeah, there's messages everywhere, all around you. If you do have pets, take a look at how they act towards you, because they are helping you. They're helping you hear what you need. So if your dog is constantly asking you to play, they're constantly bringing you their toys, they're constantly like trying to engage with you, they're trying to tell you you're doing too much, go out and play. If your dogs are like mine and they're always just sleeping, I keep getting messages of rest, and like the brain part of me is like, no, I can't rest, but like the messages keep coming, and that's what my dogs do. They're super chill. So whatever your animals are, however they're acting towards you is how they want you to act, because they know you at a soul level. Anik has a Reiki share this weekend, so that's 100% otherwise that I'm probably turtling in. What? Okay, at the Reiki share, though, call in your highest star beings. Call them in. Share them with everyone. Maybe even if you feel, bold enough to do so, and it's a Reiki share, like they'll get this, share this card. Let them know that this came as a message to prepare for the solar eclipse, and suggest to call in these star being healing codes. And then if you want that quote, if you want to, maybe state it at the beginning of the share, can you see the book? It's this connect part. Say, thank you, star beings, blah, 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 blah. If you guys ever want the text recap of what I talk about here, my good friend Bonnie, she takes the words of these cards and she puts it into the group I have on Insight Timer. It's called Our Spiritual Community. So you can always go there and reread what we talked about. Or if you want to rewatch the video, if you like hearing my voice, you can hop on my YouTube channel. Just search my name on YouTube, or like all of my links, they're all in my link tree, which is in my Insight Timer bio. And this replay will be up within a couple hours. Stephanie, great question. What does green and blue mean to me? Yes, Violet, my puppy keeps bringing his ball. So maybe drop what you're doing and just play. Jenny, just look at your dogs. You'll fall asleep eventually. Yeah. This is Darla. Darla is behind me. Anik, the message is 100%. I meant, and my other time will be spent likely being a turtle in my shell, fortifying and resting. Beautiful. I will be back on Monday, and on Monday we'll be talking about the solar eclipse in Aries. If you want to do some homework beforehand, you can look to see where 19 degrees of Aries falls in your birth chart, just to get an idea of what house that's in. And then if you want to do a little bit of research, what does the 7th house in astrology mean? Meaning of the 3rd house in astrology. See, even Darla, she's typing away with that hand. Yeah, just type it. Just type it. So yeah, we'll talk about that on Monday. But feel free to call in your star being healing codes. Prepare yourself. This is exciting. This is an exciting solar eclipse. I feel no fear. I feel no anxiety about it. It's very much like, okay, we've done the work, we're ready. What are our instructions? That's what I feel. So we'll talk about it more in depth on Monday. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all of your support, the donations, the messages, the clarity that you guys bring to things. I appreciate you guys. Violet thinks you just had an earthquake. Interesting. Where are you? Greg, the ascendant is the 1st house. Greg, this is where you can get very particular, and you can look at the degree and the minutes. So this eclipse is at 19 degrees, 24 minutes. Look at your ascendant. Is it 19 degrees and how many minutes? And then you would know if it's in the 12th or the 1st. Christine says it was shaking here too. Violet's in New York. The house shook, freaked me and the dog out. Anique says you felt it in Rhode Island. Michelle said New Jersey. Did you feel a rumble in New Jersey also? What's happening? What's happening? That's incredible. Christine, was that an earthquake? Yes, it's an earthquake. Michelle, yes, the house shook in New Jersey. Just confirmed, Christine. What? Greg felt nothing in Rochester. Anique in Rhode Island. My furniture and bed were just shaking and I thought it was the cat, but he's not here. Darla shaking. April, oh my gosh, okay, we can't leave just yet. April said, oh, you guys sit tight. I am in Japan where this is normal. Hold on. I will check. Holy heck, that is not normal, but the ring of fire. Another April says this may be aftershocks from the huge quake a few days ago. Ginger, tectonic plates shift periodically, but not at the end of Jacqui Mancuso's live stream talking about the solar eclipse. Jenny loves the live reporting. Yeah, I've always wanted to be a news anchor. Just kidding. Jackie seeing it on social media posts as well. Christine, my cats were looking up and the house was shaking. Christine's in Pennsylvania. Anique, where are you in Rhode Island? Jess is on the Massachusetts-Rhode Island line, and you didn't feel it. My geography brain is like trying to click in right now, but I am not familiar with the East Coast. I'm trying to picture like where all these towns are. Oh my gosh. I haven't felt one in New York in about 6 years. Interesting. Anique is in Barrington. April says Asia is hugely alive. Taiwan and Japan, and oh girl, you are rocking us. I feel for you guys. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Sovereign felt it here in Massachusetts. Stephanie, yeah, apparently there was just an earthquake on the East Coast and we're all feeling it from different cities. What part of Pennsylvania? Sarah asked what part of Pennsylvania felt it. Ginger, I live near some fault lines and portals are all over. Oh, Jess and Anique, you guys are 20 minutes away? All right, friend time. I'm determining. I've met with you guys both one-on-one. You guys would get along. April, oh, I feel for you guys. Breathe deeply. Mother Earth moves, and it moves you. Greg got a high off of an earthquake from LA. Christine is outside of Philly. Glad it didn't knock any crystals over. I've never felt an earthquake, but, you know, we've been here for a few minutes. Everyone seems okay. Crazy. According to Google, Bree says it's the New Jersey area. Anique, I probably wouldn't have thought much about it, but the doors to a cabinet were clattering and my bed was shaking like the fat cat was scratching, but nope. Interesting. I wonder what all that means. I wonder if those were some star being light codes being blast into your homes. Hello, April, outside of Chicago. What direction? I grew up in the northwest suburbs. Greg didn't know the East Coast had any active fault lines. Oh, Christine, your cat Richter was named after your last earthquake. Is Richter talking to you? Oh, Bolingbrook. Nice, April. I grew up in Addison. My kids in Pennsylvania felt it. Violet. Oh. Interesting. April, did you see Jackie's in Darien? You guys are practically neighbors. All right, guys. I'm glad everyone's okay. I need to skedaddle. I hope you enjoyed that live reporting of the Northeast States earthquake of April 5th, 2024. Wild. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'll be back on Monday. Ask those star beings to send you healing light codes and take this weekend to just cleanse and clear and prepare yourself because a big mission is coming, but you're ready. Sending love to all. Namaste. I hope that video was just as insightful for you as it was for all of us. Darla and I really appreciate you being here with me. Thank you for liking this video, sharing it with a friend who you think would benefit, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Also, drop a comment and let us know what you got from this video. What was your biggest insight or takeaway? If you want to see what else I'm working on, click on my link tree. It's right underneath this YouTube video. We'll see you next time. Take care.